John, can you explain to us like what exactly you're doing, like how you mix these colors?
Well, you take a little retarder. That's a golden retarder to loosen up the paint, and then you take a little happy flesh tone, a happy little flesh tone, and you blend it into a happy little ultramarine blue. Yeah, that's right. And then. I'm sorry. I'm sounding a little sick and twisted, I know.
But it sounded like somebody I know, like you're talking like some well-known figure.
Bob Ross. I quoted Bob Ross for you.
Yeah, Bob Ross was a good guy.
I know. He was. I really did.
I love the speed, though.
Yes.
How do you do that so quickly? I mean, you think his stuff is worth money? It gotta be.
It has to be because it's Bob Ross. You know,
and he passed away,
He
yeah.
made a great career from that. And, you know, I believe he was sincere. I believe that.
Yeah, he looked like a good guy.
I think that painting for Bob Ross, you know, what he tried to do is he tried to give it to everybody. He wasn't a snob, you know, like the art world can be a little bit exclusive.
Yeah, you know what? He looked like the everyman.
Exactly.
I always felt like I could pick up the brush and do what he was doing.
That's exactly.
But even though I couldn't do it, but I felt like if I picked up the brush and followed his strokes, I could do the same thing.
That's exactly what he wanted for.
But is it possible? Is that true? You think I could have done it?
You could definitely, if you paid attention to him.
You copied his strokes.
You would have to copy.
How he did the trees.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
I was absolutely, you know, and I'm sure that those techniques go back way in time. I mean, to like classical painting, and when I say classical, I mean like you know, 19th century or maybe even 18th century type of painting.
Yeah, right. Just because we didn't see them doing it doesn't mean that they didn't do it the same way.
All the, you know,
I mean, come on, it's got to be the same way.
Anybody who painted landscapes in the 19th century or prior to that, in that Romantic era, of course they had to have. Every artist has techniques. Bob Ross just sort of like a magician tells you his secrets. They're not supposed to. Bob Ross pulled back the curtain and said...
That may have been why he was disliked by people.
Now, yeah, maybe that was it.
Because he let people in on that secret.
But then the other concern is that, you know, the question is what should one's art be about? And, you know, in some sense you have to say to yourself, if I copy Bob Ross's technique, and I don't invent my own technique, is it really my art anymore?
Yourself,
or is it Bob Ross's art? Is Bob Ross communicating to the audience and everybody's doing what Bob Ross says, therefore you're making Bob Ross paintings? I would say that's genius. He actually had millions of people making his art.
That's interesting.
So that's cool. See, I learned painting through my own mistakes, and I'm still making them even as we speak right now. I'm making a whole bunch of mistakes in front of the camera, but that's okay. Because in the end, I know that my artwork, watch, this is going to be deep. My artwork is going to be the culmination of a series of mistakes that will amount to what you might call art.